rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Philip Newhoff presiding.
Be seated. I believe we can dispense with this matter quickly. In the case of the people of the state of New York versus Lucas Lorenzo Spencer and the death of Dr. Rick Weber, the court rules as follows. The defendant,
Your Honor,
having...
excuse me, may I approach?
Miss Davis.
Thank you. Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
You are no longer counsel of record in this matter.
Which is precisely the issue that I'd like to address. I would like you to reinstate me as the defendant's counsel.
I object. Your Honor, I don't want an attorney. I already fired her. Please, just keep her away from my case.
Quiet, Mr. Spencer. I will not tolerate unruly outbursts in my courtroom. Do it again, I'll have you gagged.
I've prepared a brief for your perusal. It states that Mr. Spencer is under extreme emotional duress and is not competent to represent himself. Mr. Spencer is not acting in his own best interest because he is too intent on protecting the woman that he loves.
Congratulations, Miss Davis. This is a fine piece of research.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm sure you can see.
Unfortunately, your argument doesn't hold up. Not only has Mr. Spencer freely waived his right to counsel, but his considerable police record clearly indicates he is familiar with the workings of the criminal justice system. Mr. Spencer knows all the reasons why he should have a lawyer. He's chosen not to. He gets to do that. And though your argument is quite compelling, Miss Davis, you're not a psychiatrist, and therefore not qualified to render an expert opinion on Mr. Spencer's state of mind.
I understand, but Your Honor, I know the defendant.
Your motion is denied. Mr. Spencer, please stand. Based on your confession and plea of guilty in the matter of Rick Weber's death, this court finds you guilty of murder in the second degree. We will adjourn and reconvene for sentencing in 1 hour.
All rise.
Thanks for coming. You bet. I know your feelings for my father are mixed, to say the least.
Listen, this is not about Luke for me. It's about you. I'm here for you. I'm sorry. This has to be excruciating.
He didn't do it, Nicholas.
I know that. Look, I'm gonna go check in with you. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I thought you'd be in with your father.
We've already said everything that matters.
Evidently not, since he insisted on pleading guilty to murder.
I know you want to be his attorney, and I appreciate that. I know he appreciates that too, but he does know what he's doing.
That's just it, Lucky. No, he doesn't. He seems to be focused on one thing, and that's protecting your mother. And he doesn't seem to be able to grasp the concept that second-degree murder can put him in prison for the rest of his life.
Now, see, that's the max sentence. The judge must be able to see that there was extenuating circumstances.
I've been in Judge Newhoff's courtroom many, many times, and I can assure you that he does not see the nuance when it comes to murder. He could have found your father guilty of a lesser charge, manslaughter, for instance, but he didn't do that. Lucky, this isn't some grand, sweeping, romantic gesture on your father's part. This is what's left of his life. And since I can't get him to understand that, you need to. You need to go in there and you need to tell him to let me petition the court to set aside his confession, change the plea, and grant a trial. It's not too late to save him, so are you going to help me try?
I got nothing to say to you.
Well, then, shut up and listen to me. You have the right to address the judge before sentencing. If I was you, I would throw myself on the mercy of the court and explain that Rick was trying to hurt Laura and you were trying to protect her, and killing Rick Weber, you deeply regret.
What is this? Huh?
I'm just trying to save you from Sing Sing, Spencer.
Because we're such good friends.
Just a little piece of advice.
Oh, I get it. Sure. You're trying to win points with Bobby by telling her you came up with this great advice for me at the 11th hour. Look, this is transparent and lame even for you, Baldwin.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, they can fry you up there, Spencer. But I do care about your sister. I know it would kill her to see you go away to prison for the rest of your life. So stop being such a fool and just think about it. Beg the court for leniency if you give a damn about your sister at all.
Well, imagine this, somebody I actually want to see.
Think about it.
Jackass. It's real good to see you. But if you're here to, make one more heartfelt appeal for me to change the plea, save your breath. I might just have to come across this table and kill you too.
That's really funny. That's not why I came.
Good.
All my life, you've had a backup plan. And you've been up against it more times than I can count. But there was always that angle, there was always that way out. I know you're gonna find a way out of this, too. But I want you to know, more than anything, that I believe in you. And I've got your back no matter what.
Mr. Spencer, before I pronounce sentence, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, Your Honor. The night before I was to be married to my wife for a second time, I found her in the attic of an old garage. She was backed up against the wall, fearing for her life from a man she considered her father. She was screaming, she was cowering. And as Miss Davis pointed out, I acted to protect her. I took a candlestick. I swung it at Rick Weber's head. I didn't mean to knock him out or stun him. I meant to kill the bastard so he'd never hurt my wife again. I'm not sorry for what I did. I don't regret it. And if I had to do it over, I would, gladly.
There are a lot of men who love their wives, Mr. Spencer. Fortunately, most don't feel compelled to kill for them. Taking into consideration your long history of criminal activity, your contempt for the law, your detailed confession, and your utter lack of remorse, this court is imposing the maximum penalty for second-degree murder. I hereby sentence you to life in prison. This court is adjourned.
Congratulations, Spencer. Enjoy the rest of your miserable life in a 5x7 cell. Of course, when you get bored, you can regale all your new friends with your big adventures. Guard, get me out of here.
Is my cell ready yet?
Nobody's locking you up. Say hello to the cavalry.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm getting you out of here.
The hell you are.
Come on, Dad. I got a car out front. Let's go.
I got a better idea.
What?
Let's make a list of everything that could go wrong. People stop us. I get recognized. You get shot.
You think your plan's better? Let's hear it.
What plan?
Dad, you told me you had no intention of going to prison.
Did I say that?
I'm not letting you break out of here on your own. It's too dangerous.
Dangerous is you impersonating a cop, cowboy. Now get out of here.
No way.
You're in this much too deep already.
I'm not leaving here without you, Dad.